perceptions. Q12 The government announced that citizens whose passports carry the stamped immigration check required ECR will hold orange passports, while those who don't require immigration checks will carry dark blue passports. Discuss the ethical issues involved in this issue. 150 words. The Hindu background. Recently the Indian government announced that a person with ECR status will be given an orange passport. This action raises many ethical issues. Ethical issues. Discrimination. Indian Constitution treats all Indian citizens equally irrespective of caste, creed, sex, etc. So dividing people on the basis of education is discrimination and violates the principle of equity and equality in the Constitution. This action separates and stigmatizes a set of citizens for their poverty. Data from the Protectorate General of Immigrants shows that a majority are likely to belong to a minority or marginalized community from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. This is discrimination based on region as well. India's migrant workers will be treated like second-class citizens. Earlier instances of segregation known like Big Red J in Germany and Dumfries during apartheid only created division and insecurity among the people. People carrying orange passports are forced to be ashamed about their educational backwardness impacting their human dignity. The moment an orange color passport holder lands in a foreign country, he/she will be treated with disdain, and it will have a telling impact on such people's character and individuality. www.insightsindia.com 23 www.insightsays.com. However, the government supports this move as it protects people who are vulnerable from exploitation. Easy identification and necessary staff can assist them as they lack necessary skills. Way forward. Before the government tries to implement this, there is a need to look into all viable options like use of technological advancements and better scientific temper like barcodes to identify these people and then come to a rational decision. Q13 You are the municipal commissioner. The foreign celebrity, who happens to be the daughter of the U.S. president, is on an unofficial trip to your city to participate in a women's conference. The conference seeks to motivate women, poor or rich, across the world to enhance their entrepreneurship skills and participate more in businesses. You are asked by the chief minister to evacuate all hawkers, vendors and beggars, most of them are women, in and around the conference venue, especially on a busy road through which this lady celebrity will be passing through. You are a person who has come up in life through lots of struggles. The state is asking you to evacuate these street vendors and beggars permanently without any rehabilitation plan. In this situation, what options you have? Evaluate their merits and demerits. Finally, justify on valid grounds what course of action you would follow. Examine the ethical issues and value conflicts that this case presents. 250 words. General answer. The case study deals with the protection for the poor versus security for a dignitary, and it instigates an ethical dilemma whether to follow one's personal morals of empathy or follow the government's order. The following are the stakeholders involved: government administration including the street vendors, hawkers, beggars, U.S. President daughter. 8 options available to me are: 1. Listen to the CM's order and evacuate the street vendors, hawkers and beggars. Merits. This would make the premises look sophisticated and the foreign dignitary might be impressed. This would make dignitary reaching the very faster. Demerits. The actual problem of rehabilitation to these who are affected is not looked into. The people affected are losing their employment and right to life. When the dignitary is coming to attend the conference to motivate women entrepreneurship, clearing women street vendors and hawkers is unethical and is against the stated objective of the conference. The state is trying to paint a false picture when the actual issue is not catered to, which is empowering these people and providing a rehabilitation plan to them. Conclusion: I would not do this if this is against my personal ethos. www.insightsindia.com 24 www.insightsays.com. 2. Try to take leave and escape from the situation itself. Merits. I need not worry about what would happen as my job would be safe and the meeting will go as planned. Demerits. Escapism is against my personal morals of upholding responsibility, acting in public interest. Also, even I step aside from this responsibility. The vendor's evacuation is not being stopped. At the same time, my lack of responsibility will be considered as incompetency and inefficiency for future work as well. Conclusion: I would not take this step and face the situation head on. 3. Refuse the centimeter orders and do according to my values. Merits. This would resolve my crisis of conscience and uphold my emotionally intelligent qualities of empathy, putting the life in others' shoes and understanding their situation, etc. The act of not evacuating the people would show that I am sensitive towards public needs. Demerits. My career might be jeopardized as my act might lead to suspension as well. At the same time, the people involved would anyways be removed from this place according to will of the state. So my action is not providing any effective mechanism to balance the needs of the people involved, state versus vendors, paupers, beggars. Conclusion. I would not do this if this is not providing any viable solution for the rehabilitation of the poor. Fourth, in the short term, civil society like NGOs and corporate social responsibility can be involved to make these people get rehabilitated. As a rehabilitation plan is feasible for long term as well, I would propose my plan with seniors and actively convince them to move the people to AAVs like places where they can be promoted to sell for larger sections of people. Merits. This would solve the rehabilitation issue along with clearing roads and not clogging transport as well. Beggars can be provided avenues of employment based on their skills and also provide skill management to them to live with dignity. Demerits. The plan might fail to impress the senior civil servants and also Chief Minister might reject it. Conclusion. I would follow this option, but if my proposal is rejected, I would evacuate temporarily and fight for long-term rehabilitation of these people. B. Ethical issues involved are lack of empathy and compassion towards the poor, lack of responsibility, lack of emotional leadership, putting the life of so many people at stake, lack of equality as one person's life is considered more important than the other, lack of accountability of the government. C. Value conflicts, commitment to duty versus social justice, dilemma in following the executive orders for listening to conscience, humanism versus professionalism, where human approach of treating people as equal and catering to their needs and at the same time compelled by professional pressure.